Don't wonder, just ask us.
I'm Lauren Sarafan.
I'm Angelo Eros, and I am a huge Bethany Frankel fan.
I think she's great. My boyfriend, not so much, because, you know, she's a bit harsh, but everything she says is a soundbite. She's hysterical. She's a brand. She's someone that makes you really understand what a brand is.
I think so.
Yeah, and I think she's wonderful. And she's like the only housewife that is really broken out in kind of a good way, not because she's Camille or because she's married to an asshole, but because she kind of made it her own. And she was with a guy, then that wasn't going to work out, and she didn't think she wanted, you know, he didn't want kids, and now she's having kids, maybe another one, and with a really nice guy. And it's sweet. So it also shows that it's hard work to do all this, and I kind of feel like she, you know, takes the back off the watch a little bit and shows you that it's hard and managing all this.
Yeah, and the mechanics and how everything works, right down to the dog biting the, you know, the guy setting up the wedding. I dig her. I think she's honest. I think she's forward. I think she's a thoroughbred, you know, and I know she's really grown up in a tough way with, you know, sometimes you have these people that don't have family and they have to kind of make their own way, and she's really done the best for herself with the best, and she's got all these different things going on, from her Skinny Girl Martini, 3 books, videos, it's Skinny
her
Girl
own show.
Margarita.
Yeah, it's Skinny Girl Margarita. It's pretty impressive. And she was on the Martha Stewart Apprentice show a long time ago, because she's always been a chef at home. So with you know, the kind of the elite set in New York. So
I think
I'm all for her, because we always, you know, we bash on all the housewives. So it's nice to say that we do like one.
Yeah, we do.
Yeah.
And she rocks, and she's just she's a woman who lives in a good self-esteem place.
Yeah,
and
but,
I think
but
that
still struggles with it.
And she's not afraid to cry, which
Yeah.
is good too, because you need to do that, because you have to know how to balance your energy and not hemorrhage different chakras and work with that. Yeah. And she knows about what's going on in her family. Like, she owns every single thing she does wrong.
Yeah,
and I like that.
And I think that's taking responsibility, like saying, sometimes she goes, I make myself sick. I want to vomit when I have to deal with myself. So, I mean, that's a humor that I can get behind, because she is we're all works in progress.
Right,
So,
and I think she's actually a good role model for girls who are getting out there and getting up, because you know what? She didn't come from the best, she made the best.
Yeah.
She didn't she didn't make the best of it, she brought the best to it. And
exactly, I
that's
like that.
Bethany.
I really like that.
And all right, so we can talk about it for days, because all we did was sit there and watch her on TV, like together on the phone, like we'd like
video on demand.
Yeah. So we're here to take your questions, and right now we got yours.
Yes.
Dear Lauren and Angelo, about 5 months ago, the guy I was seeing for 9 months broke up with me and hasn't spoken to me since. He was older than me and made my first everything, if you know what I mean. The whole relationship was really unhealthy, and it's taken a toll on my self-esteem. It's made me feel unattractive and insecure about myself. I haven't gotten over what happened and haven't moved on. What can I do to overcome these crazy emotions I have towards him and this relationship?
Okay. So he touched your private no-no place in a really great, fresh new way, and you loved it. Okay. Other people can do that too. He's not a magician. He's not the only one. And it's not his fault that you feel unattractive. That's all on you. That you have given this guy this, you know, magical kind of space in your heart where now only this guy with me, or I can't move on, or now I'm ugly because I'm not with him. And that is what I like to call a sad sack. You got to pick yourself up, and guess what? He did it. He thought it was great. You outgrew him, and now you're going to find someone better. So when we meet people and we like people, it's all learning. And that doesn't mean we have to be with this person for the rest of our lives. It just means that we got some lessons, and we can't just be broken because someone moved on for the right reasons or the wrong reasons, because what you're left with is you. Right. So all I care about is you. I don't care about him. And when you say that you don't feel attractive, that saddens me, because who's saying that? You're saying that. And it is time to move on, really move on. 9 months, that's enough of a mourning period. Let's, you know, move on.
I think everybody comes from a different level of what, you know, how fast you can mourn something, and how fast you can and cannot say what is right, and here is your everything. I think you have you have 2 other relationships coming. This is something that I feel like you're in compare mode. So the next one you meet, you're gonna be like, oh, he's not like that, he's not. And you know what?
He might be better.
Yeah, I think you're gonna get better. And I think it's, better versus bitter. It's just, you're going to get better. I think where you are right now, you're just coming from a place where your self-esteem has just been run over by a truck. And it's kind of like, pick yourself up, dust yourself off. It's not the worst, and it's going to be even better for your first everything. Now, picture, I gave you one piece of candy, now here's the candy store. It's kind of...
the first isn't, like, you're thinking it's like, oh, it's the first time, it's so great. I thought the first time was, it's okay, but let's move on to the next level of great.
Yeah, I think you're going to be at another level of great, and I think that's going to match your self-esteem. I think you're going to get up out of it. I also see you joining some type of social group or social network where you're doing something together, almost like it's not like a college class, but it's like kind of like maybe what are those called? Those like
continuing education.
Like something like that. Like,
but anytime you do that, you're with people that have likes. So that's always a good thing to be.
Yeah,
around.
I feel like you're just gonna splash into some new friendships and to new you. I think that you just you're a very visual person, so you need to put things in front of you that are symbolic to start. I want to say start a class or start something that you like pottery or whatever. It's just.
But you saying compare, that's a very, very key element.
Yeah.
Stop comparing. No one is no one. That's what he was. There's something different. Forget the comparisons, because we can't Frankenstein a car. I wish it had those cup holders and that engine and that steering wheel.
Right.
And you know what? That car might not run because you put it together and it didn't work.
Right.
Let something come to you fully formed and you excite it, delight it, and maybe they make you feel like this other thing was, preschool. It was great. You've learned where your parts were.
Right.
But now let's, take them out and open it up on the freeway.
Right. So to keep it in a car mode, like I'm a Jaguar and she's a Honda Civic, and that's okay because she understands.
Lambo, Gullwing Mercedes.
Absolutely not. None of it. No Mercedes for you. Entry level. Okay. Anyway, what we're saying here is, the best way to self-esteem is to put yourself out there. There actually is two other relationships coming in. It's like I'm seeing a young at heart thing. I'm hearing the song. You get out there, get busy, take a class in something that you want to take a class in. Kind of like if it's quilting.
Excel at something. Get your self-esteem going.
And you're gonna punch it up. You're gonna make some new friends. Splash colors. I feel like it's that. Like you change your coloring. You're not gonna come from such a dark Tim Robbins movie place. I think you're just going to be in Wonderland, and you already are. You just need to know that you're there already. So.
And he meant Tim Burton.
Oh my God, I did. Okay, see, this is where I need her to fix me sometimes. I'm Angelo Eros.
And I'm Lauren, fixing all your mistakes.
Always.
So